And good Wednesday morning, everybody. It's about 7:30. I know it's early and everything, but you know, it's basically right now. I gotta get something off my chest. It's basically like what I like to call. I think a lot of people call this anyway. And as you can tell, I'm still waking up. I got my cup of coffee and everything, but it's what we like to call on the internet and wherever, either here on YouTube, Daily Motion, whatever. It's what we like to call rant mode. And either we're texting the rant, or we're yelling about texting the rant, or whatever. We just have to get this off our chest. And ladies and gentlemen, my rant right there, as you can see, is teachers. And not just any teachers. It's teachers of college teachers, if you will. But more importantly, teachers. I think it's better off if it says rant on teachers who aren't organized. Yeah. Let me explain. You probably have heard me talk about the fact that my mom takes a class at night at Las Positas College. And the class that she takes is an English class. Now she says the teacher is a good teacher. And that's very complimentary of her. And I respect that. But you see, the one thing that frustrates my mom among the other students, though, that she tells me, and she tells my sisters about, and my niece, is that this teacher may be good at what she does, but she ain't organized. That's right, she's not organized. She's off kilter, if you will. She doesn't know what to say or do sometimes. It's like her mind, and I've told this to my mom, whether my mom wants to agree with it or not, this teacher at times is scatterbrained, is what she is. She is freaking scatterbrained. Let me explain. You see, my mom first noticed this a little bit when she started this class. And figured, it's just, starting out, whatever. It'll be fine. But as time has gone on over the past month or so, that really hasn't been the case. Hasn't. No. Because you see, it's like this teacher isn't organized enough to really fully explain herself to my mom. Or to any of her other students. What's funny is, according to, this class is separated into two groups. Sometimes they're taught as a whole, and there are times they're taught as individual groups, two different groups. Well, my mom, she's in one group, and one of her fellow group members, classmates, kind of questions if maybe this teacher is having them do her work for her. And then, to make matters even more interesting, the teacher is telling them, I need you to give me this, or I need you to give me this assignment, and this such number assignment, I think it was 4 or something like that, this number 4 assignment, and you have one of the students, according to my mom, one of her classmates saying, well, wait a minute, we already gave you 4, and you gave it back to us already. We gave it to you, you gave it back to us. And you have the teacher going like, I did? And you see, to me, that is what we call scatterbrain, not being organized. Okay? I mean, I'm not doubting this teacher doesn't probably know what she's doing when her mind is straightened, when she's got her mind straight and her thoughts organized. I'm not denying she doesn't know what she's doing. She probably does. But if you're going to teach a class, you need to have all your materials ready. You need to have your notes and everything. Your notes and assignments, your notes organized. You need to have your assignments that you're going to give to your students, their homework or whatever. You need to have that organized so that nobody will question you mentally, and so it won't be so stressful on you. I mean, seriously, folks. Excuse me for a second. I gotta check my dog's food. thought about that to see what she was doing. And now I have to let my dog out, but anyway. Anyway, the thing I'm trying to say here, folks, is this teacher, again, like I was saying, probably knows what she's doing when she has everything straightened out and organized, but it seems she doesn't. And then to find out that she was moving from one house to another, it's like, come on. Seriously. And then, with the possible rumor or talk that she's also taking classes before she teaches hers, it's like, lady, if you're going to be a teacher, but you know you got other things to do, maybe it's best if you take one semester off and then focus on what you need to do. I mean, not trying to be make a comparison or anything, but I had several teachers that taught the same subject but under different terms. In other words, it was the same category, but it was a different subject of category, I should say. I had teachers teaching basic science and biology. Same teacher, different classes. I had same teachers teaching freshman English, junior English, sophomore English, and senior English, and even college English 101. I had the same teacher teaching world history, individuals, I can't even think of the name, individual society, something, science society or something like that, individual social studies or something like that in society. I had same teacher teaching American history. I had the same teacher teaching American government. My dog's barking out there. I need to get her attention. But again, I had the same teachers teaching different subjects in under the same category. I had the same teachers teaching the same category, the same different subjects under the same category. I didn't, and neither time do I remember them ever being scatterbrained. Heck, I have a teacher that I just befriended and found on Facebook. And she had one of her main classes was speech. She was also part of the drama and music department. And she was never scatterbrained. She was never disorganized. And yet this teacher, no offense, seems to be just that. I mean, just recently, she tells my mom and the other students, oh, by the way, put the final 4 numbers of your login ID to your blackboard of the Las Positas College. The last 4 numbers of your W number that gives you access to your blackboard at Las Positas College or any kind of college that does that. So she can identify whose is whose. And for what? Because you can't identify by name? So you want them to replace the names with the last 4 digits of the WID for the blackboard? Is that it? I mean, lady, if you're going to do something, you should do it correctly. You should have your thoughts organized. No, she says this out of frustration or out of tiredness, because she does get home late, like she's going to get home late tonight. Sometimes she's questioning whether or not she should have just dropped this class as well. I mean, she already dropped one class, which was a math class, and now, and there are times when she gets so tired and frustrated, she's considering, maybe I should drop this class as well. Because this teacher doesn't make no fucking sense. And then she says, okay, I want you to write and then type up your essay, your first essay of the year. Okay, no problem. But then she says it's got to be double-spaced. Okay, no problem. But when I look at it, yeah, it is readable, but I am not going to be surprised that if this teacher, who hasn't really done very well, in my opinion, from what my mom has told me, at explaining herself, I won't be surprised if this teacher ends up telling my mom and the other students, oh, by the way, you're supposed to double space during paragraphs. Okay, I double space between the sentences, make it readable, cool. But if she's talking about also double spacing, in other words, after you're done with one paragraph, you press enter, then you indent to start a new one. If she basically tells my mom, you got to press enter twice, and then do the next paragraph, it's going to piss my mom off. I guarantee it. It's going to piss her off. It's going to piss those fellow classmates of hers off, because they won't believe what they're going to hear. I mean, my mom has already said there are several students in that class that have dropped it. Again, she said that several students that have dropped it, and it's like, folks, if that doesn't send a message to you, because like my mom has described, it's like half the class is gone. It's like if it doesn't send a message, or something, to that teacher, that these students are sick and tired of this, that students are dropping because of that. Hold on for a second. Again, if it doesn't send the message that students are sick and tired of this whole situation, then I don't know what will. I mean, what my mom has described, it's almost like, not saying it's true or not, and I'm sorry for all these distractions here. I've had to get my dog in. I don't know what she was doing out there. But it's almost like it's like this teacher doesn't know what she's doing sometimes. I mean, if she's a good teacher, and I'm not denying, and I agree with my mom, I'm not denying she isn't. And I'm not denying that when her mind's straightened, she's got her thoughts organized, that she's not good at what she does. But if this teacher would have had all this written down, organized, and ready on the first day of class, then there would be no problem. We'd have every student, my mom, her classmates, those that help her classmates and herself, help when they do the typing or whatever, help them do some research. People like me, I type up my mom's, I do the typing portion for my mom when it comes to like her essay or her questions and short answers thing, quiz design. And it would make it easier because then you know right off the bat, okay, this needs to be this, that needs to be that, this needs to be that, okay, we got it, no problem. And yet, that's not what's happening. I mean, I stayed up to basically past 3 yesterday. past 3 in the morning typing up that damn essay. And yeah, I took breaks in between because I wasn't going to tire myself out looking at the same thing over and over again. It's basically like, why couldn't this teacher just have this all situated and ready from the beginning? I ask you folks that. Because like I said, I'm not trying to make a comparison or anything, but my high school teachers were more organized than this teacher is. Like I said, I had several teachers that taught different subjects in the same category. History category, I had the same teacher teaching through 4 different classes on 4 different levels, including a college level class. Same with English. Math, the same thing. Algebra. Math, science, I should say. It's like they had everything ready and willing to go. This teacher didn't. This teacher doesn't. And again, she should have done one or two things. She should have either started figuring out what needs to be organized and ready for that semester, like teachers do, or if she knew she was going to be overwhelmed, she should have just took the semester off. But again, I'm not denying this teacher probably doesn't know what she's doing. She probably does, but she needs to get her thoughts organized and straightened out, or else she's going to lose a lot more students. So that's all I'm going to say. Sorry for the distractions going back and forth. Or my dog had to go out and go use the restroom and all that. So, but comment down below, video response, be like, tell me if you guys have had an experience like this. Tell me if you guys have. I know I shouldn't be the one ranting, but somebody's got to. Because I'm typing it up, so somebody's got to. But let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like, video response if you like, and I'll talk to you all later.